Alright, what's up guys? It's Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 192 of Constructing Los Angeles. How's everybody doing? We're back on the city today. We are ready to continue to make some work on it here on this 4th of July weekend, so hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on the Nether Bank, as well as, I want to do a few things inside the Nether Bank. I also want to kind of update you guys a little bit on what I did on the last live stream. So we have streamed one time since the last episode of CLD, which was, I believe, 191, where we were adding some of the new TU25 features to the city. So switching out some stained glass and adding some other things with the new fences and changing up our settings a little bit so it never rains and it's always sunny in here. It's always sunny in Los Angeles. They should make that a television show. That would be a great name. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with some of the updates. One thing I did on stream, I think this was probably the most productive part that I did. I actually went ahead and put in all of the black stained glass for the tinsel tower first. I guess this would be the first wall here. So that didn't really take a whole lot of time. So I'm thinking I could finish that building within the next couple weeks in terms of the exterior. Just kind of working on it little by little because I have other things to do in the city. And yeah, we did that. That's looking pretty nice. Let's see, what else did we do? It's been a minute since we did that stream, so I'm not 100% sure everything that we did. I know we were messing around with the super flat worlds, like the new super flat features, and those are actually really fun. So that was a blast. And over here we were working in the subway. We actually added a second level to this. Well, we actually kind of subtracted a little bit. Let me splash myself with a potion here so you guys can see. But we added like a balcony up here, and the goal is to put some I guess kiosk spaces up here where you could buy tickets for the subway. And we also switched out some of the glass for some black stained glass like we've been doing. That's been kind of the theme of the stream, was just pretty much switch out glass and make them, you know, it's 2015, guys. We need to add the new glass to this world. So we also put some closets in here. Well, some, like, I guess not really closets, but like these utility rooms for the subway. And so that's cool. And then we definitely did something else that it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just cannot remember what we were working on. Oh yeah, that's right. We did a little bit of work on the Nether Bank, so that's actually a good transition to what we're going to work on today. So let's head on inside, guys. I'm actually going to go ahead and get some milk and get rid of my potion here. So this main room remains similar to what you guys have seen before. I am going to work on this a little bit today. I was thinking about adding a elevator that goes up to the part of the building that's above the first, I guess, like the main area of the bank here. So we have all this space up here for office buildings and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to add some sort of glass elevator design maybe this episode. If we get to it, we'll definitely give it a shot. But that'll probably be the third thing on my list of agenda. So that's something I definitely want to add. I also want to put some sitting spaces over here because we still need some of that. I haven't had a chance to add that in the corner yet. So this kind of the bank teller space is pretty good right now. I'm probably going to add some desks or something to this. And then the basement is the most important thing. So down here, I can actually go and splash myself again so you guys can see. We have the vault here, which has been broken into by me. So what we were doing on stream is we were trying to figure out how far away I had to put nether portals so it would spawn me somewhere different in the nether. So these 4 portals, as you guys know from a couple episodes back, all connect to one portal in the nether. So if we go on inside the nether, as you can see, we spawn in right here. But actually, we created another portal which connects right up here. It's actually pretty much right next to the blaze spawner, which is kind of interesting. So we have this portal, and if you go through this one, it takes you back into Los Angeles, and boom, we're in the swamp biome. But if you guys notice, if you fly just a few blocks in this direction, it takes us right back into the vault. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run like a long hallway down through here. I'm not going to do this on this video because it's going to take a long time, and it's going to be kind of boring. So I'll just do that on my own. And that's going to go down and connect to what I'm going to do is add a couple more nether portals over here. So we'll have kind of 2 different vaults connecting to the overworld. So what I'm going to do for today's video, guys, is I'm actually going to go in the nether. And this could be another first for Los Angeles. We're breaking records here, people. This might be the first ever nether-based episode for building on this series, 192 episodes in. I know we had a few episodes back we were actually in the nether for the first time on series, but today's going to be the first time we build in the nether. So hopefully you guys are cool with that. I'm going to try to keep the splash potions rolling at all times because, as you can see, it's a little dark in here when you don't have them on. So we'll kind of keep that candy red throughout the whole entire episode. But what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go simple with the blocks right now. I'm just going to use some standard stuff. And if we need to change that up later to add something more fancy, we absolutely can do that. But I'm just going to start off by creating a vault. So let me go actually back through. And I want to just kind of confirm on which side it kind of drops you in. Like, what side are you facing when you walk in? Okay. So you're facing this way. And is that, I guess that doesn't change. So it always opens you up on this side. So we should probably build the actual room on this side of the portal, because obviously when you walk into it, you want to be facing the room. So we'll go ahead and just, I'm not going to build a huge space. I'm not really sure how big it's going to be right now. I'll probably just do something, no exact dimensions or anything like that. But as far as the Nether Bank goes, I want to try to get this thing pretty close to being finished, because I think it's going to be a cool part of the world to have done. And I think it's honestly a really cool idea. So obviously still shout out to the person who thought of the kind of the portal vault idea. That was really, really cool and unique. So we're still working on that. We're going to try to get as much of this done as possible. I'm just going to build the vault today, see how long it takes me, and then I can move on to some other things. But I have a lot of little small projects to work on here in LD until I really start getting some motivation to continue the plaza. Still don't have that motivation yet, or not motivation, but like inspiration to finish it. I need to kind of rethink the whole thing, so because I just don't really like it, and I don't want to settle for anything that I don't like. So you guys are gonna have to be a little bit patient with me on the plaza. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna work on some small projects, probably leading up to CLD 200. And speaking of CLD 200, that is actually I guess the topic of today's question of the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer that real quick. Today's question of the day comes from Sky Thespy. And the question is, what's your thoughts on CLD 200 and what will you be doing? So basically, just going right off of what I just said, CLD 200's our general idea of what I want to do for the episode. I do have something planned. However, I'm still open for suggestions if somebody wants to suggest something that I think is better. But let's just say my idea right now involves a little skit between the Eclipse Towers and the Nether Bank. So I guess you can kind of guess for yourself what that might be about. So that's all I'm going to say right now about it. I kind of want to keep it a little bit on the down low until it actually happens, but CLD 200 is only a few episodes away. So, and I honestly think it's probably one of the biggest episodes on the series so far. Probably right behind CLD 100 in terms of just like a milestone to hit. Since CLD 100 was pretty huge, and we obviously did the stream for that. But for this, it's going to be something cool as well. So I would say my favorite special episode was definitely the award show. So I'm going to try to do something that is even better than that. Try to one-up the award show, which won't be easy because I thought that was a really fun video. So anyway, as far as CLD 200 goes, I'm going to keep the general idea on a down low, but I think you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm thinking about. So you can do your guesswork as much as you want. But CLD 200 is definitely going to be a special episode, and it's going to be something I'm going to have to plan out really well, and I'm kind of running out of time here. So if my episodes of Los Angeles kind of come a little bit more sparingly over the next couple weeks, it's because I'm just trying to like drag it out a little bit so I have more time to prepare for CLD 200. So, but don't worry, the episodes aren't going to slow down. Anyway, we have a room in here, so this could be our vault, right? So when you come inside of the Nether, this is our vault. So I'm curious to see how dark it would be in here. I'm also curious to see if I closed off the roof here. Let's just say with some stone for now. Actually, I'm going to resplash myself and grab some swiftness as well. I'm just curious to see if it actually looks like, if there's still going to be kind of like an eerie glow, like that nethery glow, if you kind of close it off completely, or it'll just look like kind of like a room that's underground. So we're gonna find out. Either way, I don't really have a problem with it either way, but I'm gonna try to figure out what I want to add in this actual room itself. So I'm trying to figure out what should go in here. Should we just put like some diamonds and some blocks of gold and some blocks of emeralds in here? Or should we actually try to like put money and stuff like that? I don't really know. I think since this is Minecraft and usually Minecraft currency is usually diamonds or something like that, we'll probably just do that. So we have this room in here, and if I go ahead and drink some milk, let me go ahead. So yeah, it's it looks pretty normal in here. It doesn't, like, honestly, if you were in here, I don't think you would immediately guess that it was in the Nether, but it is. So that's good. I kind of like this. And obviously, the Nether portals in the city texture pack, I actually really like those. I don't know why. I think they look really cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and light this room up a little bit better because we want to be able to see what we're placing. So I'm probably just going to put some glowstone assorted in the ceiling. Nothing too spectacular right now. Again, this is just kind of like a basic idea. I don't even know how big I'm going to make these rooms. They might honestly still be bigger than this. But, you know, I'm really not sure yet. I just going to put in a basic idea today, and we'll go off of that. We'll work on it further. So have a little bit of lighting here in the ceiling. I gotta add some Dangeles anvils because Nether Bank's one of their biggest sponsors is Dangeles anvils, so we're gonna have to go ahead and place a few of those in the corner to spice up the room a little bit. There we go. I might even create some sort of like step down here from the portal, possibly right into the vault. And over here, actually I could even never mind. We're gonna pass on that idea. Should we pass on it or should we not? I'm thinking about putting like a more fancy lighting in the ceiling, but I think we'll just go with that for now because that's not really important. So let's go ahead and grab some blocks that are of value in Minecraft. So we're gonna have some diamond blocks, some blocks of blocks of gold. Sorry, blocks of diamond, blocks of emerald, and some iron blocks. And I think that should be good. I might even add some chests as well. Possibly, so maybe we'll do something like this. I'm gonna grab some iron doors and maybe even some buttons. And I'm thinking about possibly making well, you'll see, guys. So possibly doing something like this, putting some chests, right, and then having the doors go in front of those. Whoa, those doors need to be connected to each other. There we go. And then we could put some buttons there. Probably get rid of that. Maybe even just close this off with some quartz like that. And then inside of these chests we can have iron blocks, diamonds, all that stuff. And we kind of have like several of these throughout the room. But then I might also just place some iron blocks and some diamond blocks just up against the wall, just so it kind of looks like it's like a pile of riches, I guess you could say. It looks a little bit old-fashioned, but kind of like when Harry Potter opens his closet for the first time in the Gringotts, he finds just a stack of gold. That's what this is going to be, guys. Kind of reminds me of that place a little bit because it seems like you go to like a different world. You pretty much do, though. But anyway, let's go ahead and shave this down a little bit. I might even throw some, just a little bit of that on top there. I got to fix these doors as well. So let's go ahead and fix that. And I think that one's messed up too. Yep. So that looks pretty good. So the next thing we got to do is, well, let's see. Let's just put a couple more of these on the other side. And then maybe I'll even add an extension of this place, an extra room that I can add like some of this stuff, because I think it'd be kind of weird if I just like place it randomly on the ground. So yeah, we'll probably just do something like that. All right, so every couple blocks here, we're going to place a few slabs and then some quartz. And the quartz theme fits well. Obviously, this is the Nether, so finding quartz is always something that would fit the Nether theme. So that was one of the best parts about this idea. The funny thing is I originally wanted to name this place the Nether Bank, and the only reason I named it that is because I was going to build it out of quartz, but it actually makes sense now, so it's kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to place the slabs above the chests, and I'll fill all those chests later. That's not the important part of the video, so the design is the most important part. So I kind of have this room here, and there's some space in the middle, so I'm thinking about possibly putting down a table here, and maybe even having something on the table that would relate to money. So maybe like little currency boxes or something. I don't know. So we'll put that in. We'll just put a small table here with some slabs and some stairs. So something like this. A couple blocks away from the edge here. We'll probably take this down to right here, I'd say. Put some upside down stairs there and take that across. I like that. And then that's symmetrical in the room. So we got to figure out what we want to put on this desk. We could put anything really. I would say we can honestly put some like gold blocks down, or some emerald blocks, or anything. I think I'll just leave it empty right now. But you guys can leave some suggestions on what I should put in here, because there's really nothing that represents money in this game other than like I guess the paper. So I don't know. It is what it is. What the heck is going on with the clock? Oh, that's right. We're in the Nether, so it goes crazy. Anyway, so let's make an extra room here, guys. We're gonna open this back up, but this is pretty good. It's like a little vault. So we're gonna make an extra room. Gonna have this run down. And basically, I'm probably just make this the same size pretty much, but we'll have kind of like a door. So, or maybe I'll make it just one block smaller, so it'll kind of come in a little bit. I think that's going to be fine. So this will be the new dimensions of our next room. It's kind of weird just having like a floating box in the middle of the nether, but no one's ever going to see it. Maybe we'll even add windows. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to make it like nether themed in here, because this is basically just like a portal system. It doesn't really have anything to do with the nether technically, other than the fact that it's a portal. You know what I mean? So maybe I could add some windows inside the vault that actually like look out into the nether. That would make it kind of more nether themed. We'll see. I'm not really 100% sure. I'm just kind of just bouncing ideas off of my own self right now, trying to come up with something. But if you guys have any suggestions, you know, I'll go through and read them, obviously. But let's go ahead and fill these walls in, and the floor, and then the ceiling, and then let's just add some blocks of gold and stuff like that, and see how it looks. And that'll be kind of like our example for a vault. So, and I might even add some different things depending on what vault it is. So, and we can maybe even add, you know, names. So, for example, we could have Dangeles' vault. So I'll have my own vault here in the nether, and I can put some stuff in there. For example, maybe I'll put like a pickaxe or something like that, or just like some items that I guess are valuable in Minecraft. So, you know, if you're playing survival, so maybe some Eyes of Ender, kind of like your own Ender chest, but it's actually like a build. You know what I mean? So we'll try to do something like that. That would actually that would be a good thing to put in here. Now that I'm thinking about it, an Ender chest would be a smart thing to kind of throw on this table. Could have a couple of those, because Ender chests are always good. Do I have anything? Wow. Out of all the time in Los Angeles, I don't have anything in my Ender chest. I could put all these doors in here. One day, maybe I'll fill my Ender chest with some goodies. But let's go ahead and put some upside down stairs there. Let's grab some iron doors. Place a few of the, place a few of those right there. Probably put some pressure plates on this side, but on this side here, I'll probably just put some buttons. So there and there. And you open yourself on in here. So this is our extra room. In here, I'm just going to add some lighting in the ceiling real quick. So there and there. And that's like perfect. It's like 3-way from each one. So that's awesome. And then pretty much all I'm going to do, I did something kind of similar to the castle, actually. I kind of just made these rooms in the castle where I just had, you know, blocks that are perceived to make you rich in Minecraft. Kind of just randomly placed all over the place. For how much I've been playing my PC server lately, honestly, I could probably do this on my PC server and not even feel the effects. Just kind of like create blocks of the rare blocks in the game, like emeralds and diamonds and stuff like that, and just place them in like a random house or something like that, and I'll be like, yep, I got the swag, I'm rich. Let's go ahead and just fill this in. I want to kind of make sure like every block is showing on each one of these, I guess, little stacks here. So something like that, right? Just kind of like a little stack in the corner, just showing off the riches. That's pretty much what I want to do with this, guys. So that's pretty much it for kind of like the vault concept here. So let's go back out to the overworld here. And basically, any one of these 4 portals will take you to that vault right here. So I'll probably only just make 1 portal in this room, because there's no point having 4. I could leave 4 just for the symmetry of it all, but there's definitely going to be a different style of vault for the one that's over there. So I think that's a pretty good looking little idea there. So we're going to leave it like that. What I'm going to do to close out today's video, guys, is I'm going to just add a little bit of a sitting area up here in kind of like the lobby of the Nether Bank. So what better material to use is some quartz. So we're going to add some of that, and then I'll probably get some black stained glass as well. Maybe even some red stained glass. That could fit the theme pretty nicely, considering this is the Nether. So I should probably grab some night vision, because I want to make sure everything's well lit for you guys, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing, actually, is because this is kind of like a weird shape, so I'm thinking about taking quartz across right here, then adding some dirt. I did something relatively similar to this over here. As you can see, there's kind of just like a little space there for a small garden on the interior, so I can add some ferns and some leaves or something like that in that corner. So, and it kind of makes this space a little bit more squarish, so it's not as like a weird space to fill. So we can have like a little couch right there. We can put another one. We can also even put it like right up against the wall, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll do something like that. I actually might even take this one over 1 block. That way it's not like overlapping each other. So something like that. And then I can go ahead and throw a little table of red. Maybe even like I'll do 1 red and 1 black over there. That would kind of be like our little sitting area. But I don't want to do anything too complicated, so I'll probably just go with that. I might even grab a gray carpet and toss it on top here. That might be the best way to do that. That actually looks pretty good. So we'll do something like that. So we'll do the same thing on this side here. I'm going to throw in a little couch right there, and then another one right there. I think that's correct, right? Or yeah, it's off the edge of the corner. And then we'll toss our little table right there. Okay, guys, so now that we have our little sitting areas in the corner, again, nothing too fancy, I think we're pretty much good for this episode. I ran out of time to work on the elevator, but it's pretty much just going to be an elevator, and I've done a lot of those on CLD, so I'm sure you guys have a general idea of what I'm probably going to do, but I'll probably just knock out these parts right there. That's going to be kind of the edge of it, and then the dimensions of it, probably going to use some black stained glass for this. The dimensions of it will probably be something like this, so it'll kind of overlap the carpet just a tad, which is not necessarily an issue, but this will be kind of like the elevator opening, and it'll be shooting on up straight through to the top of the building that's not even loaded in. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Did a little bit more progress here in the Nether Bank, which is a building that I really like in this world, and I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. So at least kind of like the main part of it, the office building space has yet to be worked on, but we'll get to that eventually. If this place will even load, I have to fly all the way up here because of 360. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's been Dangeles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section below, and like the video if you did enjoy it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.